Jimmy Butler.
Rest in peace, his kneecap.
Yeah. This happened on Monday. He left the game in the third quarter with a right knee injury, and it was later confirmed to be an ACL tear. I was watching the game. He was going up for the ball and just kind of midair collision and just came down real funny on it. And as soon as he went down, I actually texted the chat and said, guys, like knee injury, it doesn't look good. And Tyler was the optimist for a change instead of Vince. And no, I was right, unfortunately. And it was bad. So unfortunately that ends the what tiny little sliver of a hope for a title that there was for the Warriors this year. That window has closed.
What do you mean? We have Jonathan Kuminga.
Okay, sure. That window has closed.
Did he even play last night?
He did play last night. He did play. I mean, I could try to pull up the stats if you'd like.
No, I'll look up his plus minus. Up his plus minus.
Yeah, no. It was sure. I'm sure it was fantastic. But yeah, it was just. Oh man. So yeah. So it was just as soon as that game, like as soon as that happened, the entire air out of the arena.
Jonathan Kuminga was a +3.
Okay.
But it doesn't help when your whole entire starting roster is minus double digits in their plus minus. So
yeah.
That didn't work out
I mean,
well.
Pat Spencer had 5 assists, so there you go. In 9 minutes.
Yeah, actually, Pat Spencer was.
He was a bit of a spark plug in the fourth quarter there, man. They still ended up losing the fourth quarter by 4 points. And that does include just anyway. Oh man. Okay. So the Warriors are 5 games above 500. Like it's unfortunate too. The Warriors were finally putting it together, man. They were like, they were closing the gap on the 7 seed. We were talking about that a couple of weeks ago. How you needed to they had strung together 4 wins in a row, including that game on Monday. That was their 4th win in a row. It was a blowout win against Miami. And that was their first 4-game winning streak this season. It was all starting to, come together a little bit, and you were starting to maybe start. I was getting ready to start to make the case, because I am the optimist, but optimist Vinny's gone. And I'm sorry, optimist Vinny can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because he's dead.
I will tell you though, I mean, I know that Jonathan Kuminga, he got 21 minutes. He scored 20 points.
He scored 20 points, as Tyler was saying, right before he was cut off by the internet at his house, I'm assuming. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so it is unfortunate. But yeah, this sucks. I don't know what moves you can make. I don't see it. There's his contract is $50+ million. Nobody's trading for that.
The general manager Mike Dunleavy was asked yesterday, I think it was, that would you trade Jimmy's Butler contract, because you could still trade the contracts.
Right.
And he was like, nah, I don't see that. I expect Jimmy Butler to come back next year. So, I mean, they're cooked, man. Like, they're going to be a mid-ass team because they don't really have a lot of moves. What I found really interesting, man, I heard this today on one of the radio shows, and I thought it was a good point, is going back into the Wayback Machine here when Steve Kerr got hired. Remember David Lee?
Yeah.
And he just signed that contract, but Draymond Green outplayed him and was a spark. And, Steve Kerr was like, I'm going to roll with the best players. And then we got Draymond Green. What's interesting is, like, over the past couple years since then, like, Steve Kerr has, like, not played the young guys. So I find that, like, really interesting. And I'm not here to shit on anyone, but I do find that really interesting that when Steve Kerr got here, he was all about playing the young guys. And now he's like, nah, we're not playing the young guys. I think the Jonathan Kuminga thing, he mishandled Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga mishandled himself. Like it's just it's a mess, you know. And I think part of that is the 2 timeline thing that, you know, that doesn't really work. And now because he's not even, I mean, until last night, he was getting these DNPs left and right. There's no market for him, especially now that he signed that contract. So there's no market for him. You're not going to give up anything for Jonathan Kuminga of value because you don't know what you're getting. So I think best case scenario is the Warriors would receive an expiring contract so that next year there's some type of cap space.
Yeah, that's the best you can possibly do.
And even then, how much cap space are you getting? Because you have Jimmy Butler, you have Steph Curry, you have
Jimmy
Draymond
Butler
Green.
is an expiring contract next year.
Next year.
Yeah, next year he's an expiring contract. So you might as well hang on to him.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate, but you know, when that's the rules of the league is you got all these contracts and you can't really make any moves. So
I think this is how the empire dies, unfortunately.
I don't know.
It does feel that way.
It's a bummer, but we saw some absolute greatness, and I am forever appreciative of Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. You know, let's not forget to shout him out too for those 2 championships in the middle there as well.
Did you guys notice how Joe
Iguodala
Lacob cut off my feed though, as I was talking about Jonathan Kuminga though? God forbid I talk something positive.
Yeah, it was very rude. I did finish your sentence with the word points for you.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, he was a positive note given the fact that really hasn't played in 2 months. So
yeah, it was like 16 games or something like that.
Between him and Buddy Hield, it was a positive note from last night.